And that is
Kort 4 høyre pluss. Der førte over køen. Oi da.
Wow. Completely missed the...
Sa roue arrière gauche et abandonne.
Sur droite-ci. Putain.
Yep, so he turns into 4 and just lost the back end on entry. It was very wide.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Six, Alex.
Has he got a puncture left rear?
It's a curious one.
Instance, so
there it is.
Hadjar's trying to go round the outside.
Oh, Monaco, we're on board with Isaac Hadjar. You've got the LED boards. Oh my word, that was nearly horrible.
Oh, you.
But Oliver Behrman only in 6th place. Oh my word, it's a clout into the barrier.
It's like there was nothing. Okay.
Has managed to hold the lead with 2.2 kilometres of rear.
Contact! Bortoletto into the...
Goethe is up as well, Leon is up, Van Hoopen is up, so there's... Oh, and Browning's gone into the wall!
Comes across the road and, they're just a miscommunication between the two drivers, but on the turn-in for 11 as he loses the rear of the car. Bang! Into the outside wall, unfortunately for Brown.
Have been extra painful for him. Let's watch it on his onboard now.
Oh, just bad timing. Bad timing on the turn-in. Oh.
Yeah,
Make contact now. What happens here? There's the BMW in front of us. And he just locks it. Does he get hit by the Isotta Fraschini, I think, on the right?
5, I think, and that's Matteo Maximilier's car. There's the Isotta. That's the view from the Isotta Fraschini.
So the Isotta hit the Alpine. Yeah, so this car we're on board with now, the Peugeot, had contact from behind.
That's Di Resta.
Yeah, there's the contact. So this
so it's the Alpine into the Peugeot.
Exactly.
And which was the Oh, trying to make space on the curbs, snaps out of his control. Ooh, tap as well.
Turn 4, just gets down onto that curb. It upset the car just a tiny bit, and by the time he caught it, he was out in the gray, nothing he could do, hands off the wheel. Oh.
Rasmussen. Clear low.
Just got high, got loose, and got in the wall. We've seen so
Cracked sideways on entry. Oh, wow.
That's a big whack.
Outside as we ride on board with Harrison Goodman, and that's what he's done there. He's clipped that inside wall, spit you to the outside now. And
that is damage, big time. Remember I talked about how they're at the grip limited edge? That's a vivid.
On board, we'll have a listen to this. Right on board with Sam here, so it's down around through the right-hander, dipper on the left. A little bit of contact there on the left-hand wall was all it took to drag the car around, make the
good downshift. So have a look for this. Not sure, hard to tell with that.
No, because number 12 didn't go out at all. He'll start 7th, number 12 will start 8th.
This is why we highlighted the... Oh, he just brakes in front of it, or it totally caught him out. That would have caught me.
Gone down into the Forest S's there, got it over the bump on the way down there. It's just lit the rear up under traction. Bizarre shunt. You're normally so over the front end at that point. And I think that just shows you how on the limit.
So they dodged him, others
less fortunate further back. Suddenly, where do we go? Where do we go? Mayhem. And with
130 for the average.
Oh, and he's just lost the back end. It's a half spin then for John. Let's take a little look.
Watching a line, yeah. On the...
Oh my god. Okay.
Oversteer, Martin. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, he's turned in from.
1時間あと16分ほどとなっておりますので、まだ応募してなかった。
Wow! That is a very unhappy driver indeed. That's a big hit.
That doesn't exist. You've got a new road and the sat nav hasn't updated, and it suddenly goes across the field. It's like, oh, hang on, it's over at Castle Show.
It's puncture. It's got to be. Just as
it's still wet off the track as well. And what did he do? Oh, it sounded like he got a wheel in the gravel, didn't it?
Didn't it?
Just went a bit wide into the corner.
I mean, fortunately, it didn't look like a two-sport. I'm quite happy to see this safety car because Josef Knott, he may want to finish on the top step of the podium. The team don't need him to do
as well. The rain that we've had in the build-up to this weekend as well has filled those tyres in the tyre barrier, so it's a pretty heavy tyre barrier.
Well, I think you're right, it is Luigi Coluccio. I mean, you know, that was...
The Iron Boat's entry, and on the final turn, these guys in gets the checkered flag. Freestone and Taylor making contact on the main straight.
Oh, that's just the wrong place at the wrong time, isn't it? Albon got a snap of oversteer over the curve. That's Felipe said. On that curve, just lost the rear of the car.
In the end, it's an unlucky one for Albon and for Tsunoda, who end up in a heap.
This junction, particularly on the third stage of the loop, was until Hugo Lopez did this on the final stage. A tough way to finish the
Verstappen eliminado junto con Checo Pérez y cuidado Carlos Sainz. Con el top 10 porque Checo también está fuera, Carlos está fuera.
Dive, you drop downhill really sharply and then the car just gets away from him. Oh,
off the track. Oh, he starts to lose it. The rear of the car under brake, it's like he started to lock the rears, but he kept his hands on the wheel.
Half a second more. So high-speed weaving now, and then 150-metre lift into turn 4.
Let's have a look at Oliver Behrman. He got a penalty, 10-second time penalty for causing a collision. I believe on Lawson. So yeah, this was the spin round for Liam Lawson from Oscar Piastri, and he got a 10-second penalty. And Hulkenberg, usually so reliable when the rain has gone off. Can the leaders make it through? It's getting right on the limit. The race is interrupted with Esteban Ocon, the leader, but that is how easy it is.
So that's another big accident for the Williams team, who...
さあこれが三宅のオンボードです。ギアが出てしまいました。そのままスピンで
slightly out of alignment coming through here. There you go, there was the snap, and then from that point onwards he was just nothing he could do really. Actually lucky to not stuff it in the barriers, at least save, and then back up to speed, and here it is from his perspective.
Oh, it was
too much curve on the outside.
It was a great move, but he just clips Oshima as he spins around, and obviously everybody else...
A ver... No, siguió derecho. Cuando tenía que encarar a Ascari, siguió derecho Filippo.
But it was over in an instant.
Oh, Tanak!
We said it! We said it was so dangerous! We've just... was to come on the day's penultimate test.
Oh, he's come to the no!
Turn 4, grab too much curb. And the consequences are there to be seen. Petro Pires. Take a look at what happened. Oh, we're riding with Brian in his car. This is turn 5.
Oh.
Did he dip a wheel?
Yeah, to me it just looks like he just dipped the wheel into the gravel on the left there, and like you say, it just takes the tiniest little bit of gravel just to send the rear spin in there. So yeah, a bit of a heavy hit into the barrier there.
Sargent, who was trying to get the power down on the turf, 4th lap. Greasy conditions.
Uncharacteristic, so he's up on that curb on the right-hand side through the second last corner, and then it looked like the inside front was the first to almost a bit of a rubber line. Here we go here, so you see there.
So he's hit that curb with the fence on the inside.
Glenwood has turned in early, and because of that, he's made contact with the curb and the fence. Harry, unfortunately, nowhere to go, and the two of them end up in each other's act.
It's such a high-risk hole. He got hit curb on the inside.
Yeah.
And has slammed it in, and that's a lot of damage on that.
He's on the outside. I think there's someone to his left. I think. Yes, there is.
James Courtney,
and
I
that's
think it was.
Straight in
with the back of the car.
It's caused by that. So he made contact with the wall on the left-hand side, which slowed him up. And then Brody fired down the inside of turn 7. It all with Will. So he's trying to close that gap down, and then bang. But it looks bad for Brody, but it always does because not make contact. So who gets Wood? It's the lead shell car, isn't it? So that's Anton. I think you were right.
Yeah.
And that's on.
So they're investigating, obviously, 187 up there at turn 7. Whoa, baby. So have a look at it again to see whether that's verified. Was there, in fact, contact? Yes, there was. Round he goes. So a bit of incidents.
Now this will be Cooper Murray, and behind was Cam Waters.
Have anything. They'll do everything to resist coming in. 15 laps remain. It's hardly a small journey.
Anticipating something here. Big punch of flame from the Automasters car, and Hollypop comes over. Oh, that was more than a bit of a nudge on the 90.
A different view of how that all played out.
Fans already giving a round of applause, doing the right thing, just pulling the arms back. From the 3-time champ, climbing, tries to park it up on the curb. Davies, usually the other truck would get spun around, but not this time.
It was so special to him. He came into this last race on 11 points. It's 12 to get a win, so
his car can be removed. Another look at Alex Dunn slithering through there.
Fair play to Dunn, his reflexes were good. You saw him steer right as best he could. So even though he came across that car mid-act towards Police and then towards Moorish, on the brakes, down through the gears, second gear. Oh, into the wall goes Tappanen. And in he goes, and bang, right ahead of him. And Tappanen in the wall as well. So he got caught out, I think, by the pace of the car ahead. So that is one of the fancy drivers of the weekend. It was Marco Butti's Honda. And there you can see it, massive impact into the barrier, sort of understeers out wide, and the gap closes, but he just made...
Lands and snaps the other way. Yeah. Surprisingly, snapped a lot.
Plusieurs reprises, on a eu quelques frères parce qu'on a vu ce genre de manœuvre se produire à plusieurs reprises.
Et ouais, alors.
That incident with Armstrong earlier. Actually, the first hit a moment ago, followed by a Ward, Armstrong, Lundqvist, and VK. What happened with Herta? Yeah, just a big over 3 and 4. Oh my God! Right at turn in.
Full court here. Full court.
Muito sério. Olha, alavancou na roda do Cassidy, mas o Santo Antônio segurou.
Ale, os carros já estão começando a vir para a boxe, começando algumas intervenções aqui, ok? Samuel Orive
acabou de descer do carro e agora também encostou por...
Por essa imagem a gente tem alguma outra conclusão, ó. Realmente ele estava dando pé. Uau! E a chance desse carro voltar no Stanley era gigante.
Here we go. So this is the moment that took Antonelli out.
Oh, so yeah, steering arm then on the right-hand side. Brake
into turn one, brakes relatively early. Oh, but Nico lost the rear of the car and it just hit the front tyre there.
Hulkenberg in the Haas. And in his attempt on the hard tyres, which would have been a bit colder, ball with Alex Albon. And Alex Albon gets hit and spun round two.
Massively hit by Stroll.
Before it all went wrong at the start of stage 19.
Bang, there you go, that's what's caused the damage.
We're lucky to escape a wayward moment through Saholin Moxie.
A little bit of a moment for, Sammy Parry is straight onto the grass.